guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tanya. This is Violet right here. She wanted to come cuddle with me while I was doing this. So anyway, I am reacting to a video today that was requested in Discord. And this one is by a channel called Ozdocs. Oh, here's Cody. And he's jealous. And this video is called How Kmart Survived in Australia and Died in America. It's not a Tanya video if you don't have at least 3 cats cramming in the view. Speaking of cats, I was playing around with my editing map, and I was like trying to think of ideas for if I ever make merch. And I really want to make merch sometime. I just don't know, I don't have a catchphrase. I don't have I'm just a normal person. I'm just me. I don't do anything out of the ordinary. But I was playing around with the editing and stuff with plain t-shirts to see what would look cool on it. And so here's a few things that I put on. One of them is Ghost on a t-shirt. And then since it's almost Halloween, I took a couple of the drawings that I've done and I put them on t-shirts. I don't know. I was just trying to think of different ideas. Anyway, let's get back to what you came here for. Okay, so how Kmart survived in Australia and died in America. I grew up going to Kmart all of the time. My mom, that was her store of choice for so many things. I used to go there all the time to take my 35mm camera in there to get my film developed. That was something I did all the time. My mom, there's a pharmacy in Kmart. My mom would go there and get her prescriptions from Kmart. I used to always stick my arm in the monitor thing, the cuff thing, just for fun while I was waiting for her. They had the restaurant in Kmart. Yeah, I used to love walking around Kmart. It was great. And we had it up until even I had children. Savannah used to go to Kmart to sell Girl Scout cookies. So we had one for a very, very long time. And I was pretty sad that it closed. I really liked Kmart. Kmart, for me, is kind of like a mini Walmart.
If you grew up in America during the 90s, Kmart was everywhere. The blue light specials, the echo of a crackly PA, and those endless aisles of everything you probably didn't need, but bought anyway because it was cheap. Kmart was part of the landscape, stitched into daily life with the same red and blue branding from California to Connecticut. Fast forward to now, and Kmart is basically a retail cryptid in the US. But down under, mate, Kmart is not only alive, it's a national obsession. People here will line up for hours.
I wonder if Kmart is a really big deal there because you don't have Walmart, since we have Walmart, Super Walmart or whatever, everyone just goes to Walmart. And I kind of think that places like Kmart are dying because people are going to Walmart and Costco and Sam's Club and then ordering everything else on Amazon. You know what I mean? So I think that maybe Kmart is good for other countries who don't have a Walmart. That's kind of my view on it.
Hands on a $9 kettle. The store drops a new line of homewares and Instagram explodes. It's like Kmart became the Taylor Swift of retail, American made, but somehow bigger in Australia. So how does a brand go from being a punchline in one country to an influencer's playground in another? Why did Kmart flop in its homeland but win Aussie hearts one hack at a time? This is the wild story of retail resurrection.
I wouldn't exactly call Kmart a flop. You know what I mean? Just because it was a really, really great store here for decades. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't call it a flop.
To understand why Kmart is so different here, you have to start with its wild ride in the States. Launched in Michigan in 1962, Kmart was a true American dream. Massive stores, cheap prices, and everything you could possibly want under one roof. If you needed socks, lawn chairs, a goldfish, and a wedding cake, Kmart had your back. By the 80s and 90s, they had over 2,400 stores across America. The Blue Light Special wasn't just a sale, it was an event. People would literally run to the aisles. In its heyday, Kmart was so dominant it even beat out Walmart for a while, which, let's be honest, is a flex. But as the new millennium rolled around, the cracks began to show. Competition got brutal. Walmart drove prices lower, Target upped the style game, and online shopping started creeping in like a retail bogeyman. Kmart, on the other hand.
I wasn't thinking about Target because I'm not. So I don't know if anyone has ever heard this, but in America, people, well, I don't know about men, but women for sure would be like, Are you a Target girl or are you a Walmart girl? Are you Target mom or are you Walmart mom? They're very different kind of people, you know. I am not a Target mom. I don't like Target. They don't have anything good really. I really only like their like home section where you can get like nice little decor for your house or whatever. But other than that, I'm not really a Target person. I'm a Walmart person. I'm a redneck girl.
In the past, their stores were aging, their shelves half-stocked, and the iconic blue light felt more like a warning than a celebration. Then came the big mistake. Kmart bought Sears. Imagine being trapped in a sinking ship and deciding the best move is to chain yourself to another sinking ship. That was the Kmart/Sears merger. It didn't go well. Stores became sadder, messier, and emptier. The Kmart brand faded away in plain sight. Bankruptcy filings came and went. The last time anyone made a Kmart run was probably to film a TikTok about urban decay. Today, there are fewer than 10 Kmart stores left in the entire US.
Someone did one on my mall, actually.
Upside down. If you spot one, take a photo. Future generations may not believe you. But while the American Kmart story was fading, a very different chapter was just beginning down under. Kmart landed in Australia in 1969 as a joint venture with Coles.
69.
It looked like its American cousin, big, boxy, packed with affordable basics, and absolutely everywhere. For decades, Kmart was fine. You went there for cheap school uniforms, plastic party plates, and maybe a cheeky pick and mix from the lolly bar on your way out. It was convenient, cheap, and always slightly daggy. It didn't matter. Nobody went to Kmart for an experience, just for the savings. Then came the turning point, the 2010s. Retail in Australia was struggling thanks to the global financial crisis and the slow, creeping threat of online shopping. Target was confused about whether it was fancy or budget. Big W was stuck in a never
I like the pink with the blue Kmart sign. I think that one looks really cool.
Identity crisis. But Kmart got bold. A new CEO took charge and made a series of radical decisions. Instead of trying to be everything to everyone, Kmart slashed its product range, cut the dead weight, and doubled down on what worked. They focused on their own designs, simple, Scandi-inspired homewares, clean lines, and muted colors that made everything look way more expensive than it really was.
Nice.
Forget cluttered aisles of random junk. Now it was neat, tidy, and even a bit chic. They modernized their stores, ditched the chaos, and suddenly, shopping at Kmart felt less like punishment and more like a treasure hunt. People started noticing the quality wasn't just good for the price, it was good, period. Kmart's prices stayed rock bottom, but the stuff on offer started looking designer without the designer markup. And then, the internet did what the internet does best. It created a craze. Instagram feeds exploded with Kmart hacks, budget makeovers, clever storage solutions, and upcycled finds that looked way pricier than their $7 price tag. Facebook groups became support groups for people addicted to Kmart homewares. TikTok took it even further, with teens and young adults posting viral Kmart hauls, shop with me videos, and wait for the glow up makeovers. Kmart became the unofficial sponsor of Australian DIY culture. School teachers.
For anyone who is new here, I started out vlogging and I still vlog. So I actually do have like shopping vlogs, like with my family and stuff. If you guys ever want to go look at my vlogs, because those are really fun to make actually.
Lesson plan tips and which Kmart baskets fit the most markers. University students compared which storage tubs stacked best in a share house. Even grandparents got in on the act, sending their grandkids links to the latest must-have lamp. The Kmart drop became an event. People would line up early just to see the new season's products hit the shelves. While American Kmart was closing up shop, Kmart Australia was becoming a social media darling, one $3 coffee mug at a time.
Wow.
So how
That's
did we
so
get here?
funny.
Why did Kmart...
It's so funny how it's just like flip-flopped, you know? Like all of a sudden closed here, but bang, it's just a big thing there. I just think that's so funny and awesome.
Outshine its American namesake. It comes down to two words, reinvention and relevance. In the US, Kmart failed to change. They let stores get dingy, clung to outdated stock, and missed the e-commerce boom almost entirely.
That is true.
Their biggest innovation was surviving bankruptcy twice.
Yeah, I do remember going into Kmart not long before they closed down, and the aisles, like it's like walking back in time. It's, you know what I mean? Like everything just always looked the same, and they never rearranged anything or anything like that. It's just, it was like when you walked into that store, you're just walking back in time. It's like they never changed anything. So that's actually true.
Australia, the Kmart team listened. They cut the fluff, designed products that people actually wanted, and used direct sourcing to keep prices low without sacrificing quality. Store layouts were improved, staff were retrained, and shopping there became fun again, not just functional. Kmart became a store for everyone, teens, parents, retirees, because it made the basics feel special. Meanwhile, Target and Big W either didn't notice or couldn't react quickly enough. By the time they tried to copy Kmart's playbook, it was too late.
I love your
The
Kmart signs. They're
cult had
so much
taken
better.
over. But Kmart's story isn't just about business, it's about culture. Over the past decade, Kmart has become something bigger than a store. It's almost a rite of...
I know I keep interrupting this and pausing. I'm very sorry. People get really angry when I pause. I also want to say something about that really quick. I pause for a reason, because I'm a commentary reactor and I have to pause their video because it just can't play the whole time. I have to talk over it, you know what I mean? Otherwise things can get copyrighted and stuff like that. So I do have to pause and talk. But I just wanted to say the look of it right here, it almost looks like here, if you would see our store called Five Below, it kind of looks like something like that, like just really welcoming and fun to walk into.
The number Kmart hacks and viral hauls turned shopping into a sport, but it's more than that. Kmart products sneak into Aussie homes the same way Vegemite sneaks onto toast. Your first share house? Kmart plates. Your first apartment move? Kmart shelves. Every family has at least one Kmart laundry basket, maybe two. People build entire Facebook groups to show off their $7 lamp upgrades. Even the phrase Kmart run has become Aussie slang for, I only went in for batteries, now I need a trailer. It's not just about the bargains, it's about the feeling that anyone, no matter their budget, can make their space look good. Kmart has given Aussies a kind of creative permission. Go wild, have fun, and never pay full price if you can help it. The real legacy of Kmart in Australia isn't just the homewares or the hacks, it's the way it's turned shopping into a shared, slightly cheeky national pastime. And in a world of faceless global chains, Kmart feels, oddly, like it belongs to us. Now, Kmart is as Australian as meat pies and Macca's runs. People trade Kmart hacks at BBQs. New releases are events. It's the only place where you can score a velvet ottoman, an air fryer, and a pack of jocks in one trip, and still have change from a 50. Some Aussies genuinely don't remember a time when Kmart wasn't cool. And here's the kicker. Aussie Kmart is now totally independent from its American ancestor. The only thing left in common is the name and that familiar red logo. Kmart Australia and Kmart US are about as related as crocodile.
I would love to go to one of your Kmarts. If I ever get over to Australia, I would love to go see one of your Kmarts. Does every major city have a Kmart, and like every small town have a Kmart, or how is it there? Is there like a lot of them?
And the Marvel movie reboot. And only one is still packing out shopping centers on a Saturday morning. So next time you see a viral Kmart hack or line up for the new drop at your local store, remember, this isn't just another retail chain. It's a comeback story, a business case study, and a national love affair all rolled into one. In the States, Kmart is a meme. In Australia, it's a miracle. So, what's your best Kmart hack?
I loved Kmart.
Do you remember the old Kmart days, or are you a recent convert who only knows the viral version?
I'm old,
Drop your stories in the comments. Smash like if you've ever found a bargain at Kmart, and subscribe for more retail mysteries and brand deep dives. Thanks for watching, and if you see a blue light special in the wild, take a photo. It might be the last of its kind.
That was a really cool video. I think it's awesome that you guys have, you still have Kmart, and that you kind of made it you totally made it your own. And it's like, you kind of have your own version of, I keep saying Walmart because it's what it's like for us. Our Walmarts are just like a great big Kmart, you know, and that's why everyone loves going to Walmart all the time. So yeah, when we had a Kmart here, I loved going to Kmart. Like I said, I grew up going there. I'm an old woman. I mean, no, really, in about a week or so, I'm gonna be 44. So I'm up there. So anyway, I really enjoyed that video. I think that's awesome. I've heard a lot of people talk about they love going to Kmart and stuff like that. But I've never actually looked into like what your Kmarts are actually like, you know, like these videos like this. And so I think that's really awesome. So thank you so much for the suggestion. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and I'll see you next time.